I don't suppose your homebrew inspired any brilliant ideas last night?
Not about saving all this before Monday. I stuck at it and all.
Well, all I can say is, if they want a world full of soulless estates and Wendy's shopping precincts, then they're welcome to it.
Hey, you were one who said we'd have no defeatist talk.
Well, if I'm having it foisted on me anyway, I might as well start getting used to it.
What the hell do this lot think they're up to? Hey! It's still ours on Monday, this, you know.
Morning. Would you mind sticking to the path while we take the site off? As you can see, we've got heavy plant coming, so everything's going to be a bit lively.
What happened to not starting till Monday?
You can't have all this gear sitting around not earning money. I'm sorry to have to ask you, but it's liable to get a bit dangerous, isn't it?
You're out of order. We had hoped over the weekend to come up with something to put a stop to all this. And I suppose you're well aware of that.
No, it had occurred to me.
Dad, I hardly went anywhere near him.
No, you were just making your point. Anything could have happened. I'm telling you now, it's got to stop before somebody gets hurt.
Whose side are you on anyway? I'll just smile and nod when I see him, shall I? Ask him how my wife's getting on.
I'm siding with nobody, so don't start getting aggressive with me. I'm not impressed.
You're in my way.
You can't do everything on your own, Andy. People are still looking to help you.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Well, how would you have got on yesterday with that custody business if I hadn't been there?
Right.
I want no more trouble. Jamie.
That is the land of lost content. I see it shining plain. The happy highways where I went and cannot come again.
It's a scandal. You should be ashamed of yourselves, parasites. Let's at least keep our dignity. After all, we've not got much else left.
There's nothing to be gained standing here, beyond getting even more depressed.
You do curses as well as blessings, you lads.
Not a big Anglican policy, then, I'm afraid.
Let's go to the cafe. We can damn them all there. Come on. Come on, Siobhan. Come on.
Going anywhere nice this weekend?
I'll probably just stop round here, save some money. I'll see what Simon wants to do.
Are you not worried about running into Carlos?
Well, that's an interesting concept. I should try it.
Well, you were trying hard enough the other day. That'd be £1.50, please.
There's nothing wrong with a bit of mild flirtation. It's just making sure I hadn't lost it.
And there's me thinking you just found it.
Oh, you know what I mean. Carlos is built for speed. Simon's built for comfort, and I'm getting quite comfortable, thank you.
Not before time, either.
Simon is my walrus of love. No contest. Anyway, Carlos is long gone. Why should I run into him?
Well, him and Simon are in league over this fish stew down at pub.
Did it not occur to him that I might have something to say about that?
You've just said it's not an issue.
Well, it's not. But Carlos is just very good looking, that's all. And he's still here. And I'm hearing this from you.
It's a low backstabbing trick is what it is. And I shall tell Tom King, job or no job.
Did you see that Charity? Battling and scraping. Running round after them like I don't know what.
She's found another way of selling herself, that's all.
Edna, I must admit, starting today with a promise Monday.
It's a dirty business, that's what it is.
Then Kings come in and start acting like they own place. And the most awful thing is they do now. Oh, I'm going for a walk. I'm that het up.
Do you want me to come with you?
No, I'm not fit for human consumption. I'll see you all after.
Now, don't go saying something down there and upsetting yourself.
Yes, 12 o'clock.
You're talking to the wrong one, Eric. We've give up on a miracle. Edna's already tried.
Church, 12 o'clock. You might just begin to see the light.
Have you got time for another drink?
Wish I had, Alan. I have a ton of work wanting finishing before the weekend.
Nothing changes then.
Not on that score. Wish I could say the same about life in general.
Jack, I really can't ask them to stay any longer under the circumstances. I feel bad about it, but it's the principle of the thing. I don't want you thinking that I'm deliberately trying to make things worse.
How bad can it get?
True. And at the risk of you telling me to mind my own business.
How's family life treating us all? Marvellous. Robert and Andy are at one another's throats. I can hardly speak to either of them, especially Robert. But I mean, how can I, after what he's done, be like I'm condoning it?
Well, you're going to avoid each other from now on?
Well, it's not easy avoiding your own kids in a village this size. Not when you're working with one of them.
You know, there really ought to be an olive branch from somewhere, and it ought to come from you.
I'd only want to beat them both around the head with it. There as well.
Well, look at Steph and what happened to us. The wilderness years is the curse of being a parent.
Yeah, one of them.
Andy is not going to go anywhere near Robert until he sees you do it first.
Well, it won't stop work needing doing in the meantime, will it?
Yeah, more's a pity.
Don't say that. It's the only thing that's keeping me from going mad.
Oh, wait, careful. Wait for you to spill those and scold yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to ask
I won't
you.
drink anything you serve me, penny enough.
Still, found your level.
John, will you take these up to Tom and the lads, please? Tell them I've just popped home. And don't be hanging around out here all day either. Seeing as you're even less use outside than you are in the office. Yeah? Well, Tom don't think so. Maybe not yet, but he will. And I've got plenty of little jobs for you in the meantime. Oh, which hand do you write with, by the way? Or is it neither? Anyway, whenever you're ready. Look, if you're trying to get rid of me, you can forget it, right?
See that dead bug on the windscreen? How difficult was that?
All these fish and now a mermaid to go with them. How romantic is that?
Who said you could tuck Carlos up for this fish fest?
Are you his agent? Fish fest? I like it. Fish stock, even better.
Don't try and flannel your way out of this one, Simon. I mean, what are you playing at? Deliberately trying to incite emotional conflict and sexual tension and all that.
Am I? Well, I wasn't aware it was a problem. Well, it's not for me, anyway. And here am I doing you the courtesy of assuming that it wouldn't be for you either. Oh, how naive.
You're supposed to harbour a seething resentment.
I feel only pity.
Ah, is this the crude raw material to be transformed by the hand of the great chef?
If you're referring to Nicola, I'm going to have to take exception.
Shut up.
Don't mind me, you lot. Just carry on.
What we're doing, miss, it's about me. It's trying to help a mate when he's down. I'd hope you'd have understood that.
I might if somebody had tell me.
Mission Marlon.
Stand back. The fishman cometh.
Hang on. Is that it?
Well, you know me, Nicola. Silent, brooding, Spanish.
To say it's not an issue, you're getting very agitated.
I'm exuding a zen-like calm.
So you don't still fancy him?
No! No.
Just coming up to see you.
Well, what have I done now? I was just going to go and get some dinner.
That's what I wanted to see you about. I thought you could come over tomorrow, about 12, have something to eat.
All right.
Have a bit of a talk.
About 12, then?
About then, if that's all right.
Yeah, definitely.
So, what's the old mystery?
I imagine that's why most people come here to find out.
Gentlemen, should I be concerned?
Only for the future of the village.
Do you mind telling me what I'm doing here? No offence, Vicar.
Can't get much more private than a church during the week.
No offence taken, I'm sure. I suspect I should leave you to it.
My thoughts. Precisely. If you're thinking what I'm thinking, does this constitute a mortal sin?
That, or possibly a gift from above. Those flowers could do with changing.
What do you reckon? St. Jack's seared in chili oil as opposed to balsamic.
I don't.
I'm gonna do paella, but it's a bit obvious, like you do in hot pot.
Yeah, excuse me, mate. That's Lancashire. What are you bringing all this gear in for anyway? We're just throwing new stuff in.
Hey, Picasso didn't borrow the decorator's brush now, did he?
Well, he could have fooled me.
I might dedicate one to you. Moule Malon.
I'll do it for you one day too. Patronising git.
If you don't mind, you're in my way.
Hang on. So you're saying you're the Picasso?
I just want to check which white wines we got in.
You say you...
Thought you'd abandoned me, lads.
Oh, Marlon will be happy to serve if you need any help. I've got this cooking to do.
You're the decorator, am I? Not the artiste. Oh, no.
No, I'm fine. I'm just missing your scintillating repartee.
What's the quickest way into Leeds this afternoon, Terry?
Ambulance.
What time have you got to be there?
Better meet some mates about 4.
Oh, you've struggled for a bus. Best bet's to phone a taxi, but it'll cost you a fortune for them to come out here.
I'll see if Dan will put it on my exes.
Paying his travel as well.
How's it going, Marlon? Not worried about this too many cooks problem, obviously.
Where's my coat? Do I look like a decorator to you? Do I?
Come on, woman. You'll have it dark.
How is it that the happier he is, the ruder he gets? Now, Ashley, Ethan, come with us. Gervais has found something. Hey, what exactly have you found?
It's dynamite, love, and it's about to go off any minute.
I'm borrowing your kitchen. I'll bring it back then, won't you? Emily will go mad.
Sadie says, can you sign this lot?
Just in time to see the pavilion's last stand. Still think Dad should let me drive that digger. I'll go and run at it with your head, save us some petrol.
He does like her, though. There's no getting away from it.
It'll not be long before he sees her for what she is. Not with us making damn sure he can't miss it.
Hey, come on, we better hurry up. Before you do any more damage, just hang on a minute. I reckon you might have missed something. Yeah, I did it. You might get off the work area, please. It's not safe.
Just stop what you're doing for a minute and listen.
Get on with it. We'll be here till doomsday listening to this lot.
You might be more right than you think there.
Get on with it! Jarvis just needs a minute of your time, Mr. King. Mr. King, these people thought they had until Monday. You owe them the chance to speak, surely.
I don't owe anybody anything. We're not having this.
Jarvis, Mr. King, please.
Switch off, lads. Take a break. 5 minutes.
Dad, we're not paying them to sit around.
I said switch off.
Nothing's going to disappear for the sake of 5 minutes. Right, what's all the fuss about?
I'll give you benefit of doubt, assuming you've not come across this before.
You expect me to read this now?
Well, it's up to you. I'll quote the important bit if you want, save you any trouble.
Mr. Griffiths, you're the lawyer.
The land laid aside on the title recreation ground is bound and preserved for the use of the residents of Emmerdale in perpetuity. Doomsday to you, lad.
Is this kosher?
Looks like it could be, but I'll have to check.
You're too late. You should have checked already. You're fired.
Sure. You'll have a bit of tidying up to do.
This means nothing. We're past this stage. It's all cleared.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you excuse me for a few minutes? I need to talk to my lads, sort a few things out. The job's stopped for the moment, so you can all calm down. As soon as we've sorted things out, I'll let you know. Lads!
So what do we do now?
Whatever you do, don't get in my way. We're not allowed to ask you what's going on there. No, but it could take an hour or two. Don't touch that. Better leave it to you then, huh? Safer for all concerned.
You told me you squared it all with Ledbetter. Do you realise how much I've laid out on this job already?
If I'd have known he couldn't do the job without making a pig's ear, I should have just done it myself.
Hey, Ledbetter told me it was all done and dusted. The deeds weren't an issue. I just thought he'd burnt them or something.
And where were these minor details thrashed out on the green or in the bar after?
Charity, go and ask the vultures to disperse, will you? Tell them there'll be no more work till we've sorted it out. Well, you've made a right balls up of this between you, haven't you?
Me? Ledbetter stabbed us in the back.
You're supposed to have paid him off.
All right. I doubt Ledbetter even knew. Well, you've learned a valuable lesson about underestimating people. Never mind. It'll all come out of your inheritance.
Ladies and gentlemen, I declare forthwith.
I told you shouldn't have let him read that deed.
Silence, pretty wench. I hereby proclaim the Jarvis Skelton.
Sir Jarvis Skelton.
The same. Shall buy no ale in this hostelry for the duration of the entire weekend.
What happened to in perpetuity?
Taxi to Carlos.
Here, mate. Still here, in fact, about an hour after I phoned. You know the first thing I'd do if I moved back out here? Set up a taxi firm. See you later.
Yeah, Terry, I have him on. Len's buying.
Hey, make the most of it, you. Then we can all go back to disliking you.
It's going to be a long and painful weekend. Oh, go away, you. Go away.
So, what do you think?
Very nice.
Nice.
So what's this all about then, anyway? I thought you'd filleted your last flounder. Sold your soul.
I have. It was just lying there in the fridge, kind of looking at me. I didn't want it going off.
So you just thought you'd put it out of its misery and cook it anyway. It's a good idea.
Exactly. Anyway, Emily, could we possibly expand on nice, do you think?
I'm not big on fish, really, so there's no point in asking me.
I just thought, I don't know, call it an academic exercise.
Will you be doing the academic washing up as well?
Didn't reveal your sources, I trust.
Eric? Ashley knows, obviously, but he'll say no. We were wondering, mine, what brought on this sudden bout of altruism.
Single malt, please, small one. I have only the welfare of the community at heart.
Has it replaced Stone permanently, or is this just a one-off?
I happen to owe Councillor Ledbetter a bad turn, and if I can do the village a service at the same time...
No to do with him getting a backhander and you missing out.
Jarvis, please, that's a churlish implication. Especially under the circumstances. I hope you're suitably embarrassed.
I take it all back, Eric. You're a fine and honourable man.
Yes, well, I wouldn't go that far. Cheers. Gentlemen! A little sand in the machinery, I hear.
Maybe we just picked the wrong councillor, eh?
Well, I couldn't possibly comment.
No, of course not. Still, it's a long road, eh? Now, just to show we're not small-minded, I propose to buy a round for everyone that's drinking.
Oh, we all wouldn't want to appear small-minded turning it down now, would we?
Good. So let's drink to future developments.
Or not.
Now, let me get this straight. You do still work for me, don't you?
Without fear of favour, as it should be.
For the moment.
All this might be a big joke to some of you lot, but if you think you've won, you might be in for a shock in the future. It's not over yet, this. Not by a long way.
I think Mr. Skelton and I have already covered that ground, son.
Yes, at a considerably lower volume. Don't give them anything to gloat about. That's exactly what they want.
I don't care. Somebody stabs me in the back, I don't go around buying them drinks.
Don't show the family up in public, son. Keep your powder dry for now. They won't be smiling for long, don't worry. Right, cheers. Come on, get them in all round.